I think incredibly well over the years, but even over his stint here on Mates and VCT. We look at Gentlemates, early aggression that Yoru's being used to take over control of the backside. TaCas as well, picking up a double. Equalizes out the loss of the tank, and now Gentlemates have a post plant. 4 versus 3 with GX seemingly all coming from heaven.
But the late smoke is going to cause a little bit of irritation. It means that they have to be wary of the players below, which they'll clear no problems. VCT will be the first man in. Already traded out though. Kada looking for a little bit more. Second kill for him already. And he's got Bayaz for support. TaCas wants some orbs. They want some in return. TaCas is the one getting the orbs and the tanks alongside him. That deadly duo continues to thrive.
Yeah. Classic. Purpo looks to make this more costly, but that won't even come through.
Last season, maybe Hoodie wasn't quite as comfortable. And well, there you go. That purple operator is already going to kick things off. I think TaCas definitely wasn't expecting that.
They're moving in towards the screens. A bit of pressure applied. The stun used by Cloud, only good for 1, but there's still a lot of numbers from GX on the A side.
Yeah, they're also being slowly surrounded. The time becomes an issue, a missed shot for Purpo.
Leg shot.
It will allow them to sort of close down the gap at least a little bit more. And Bayaz has been able to find one, and actually they've dealt with Purpo on the site as well. Bringing thing back into contention. Kanata looking to try and do everything, in fact. Holds the line on Redgar and leaves Hoodie to try and clutch.
Avada Kedavra, I suppose. Nice stuff. Picks up 1. It's left to Hoodie. 1 versus 2. Stun in hand for Bayaz, ready to be dispensed, and it's not needed. Dimensional drift at the very start of the round. 2 players spotted. Ops spotted as well. He's committing to it. Oh, they actually don't know about the player in elbow, but it doesn't matter. He's in and out just that quick. Beautiful pick from TaCas. And even after they pump the brakes, yeah, the read is there. GX know what's happening, but Natank gets the better of them anyways. Vitinho disrupts the push, but he's right in the middle of the pack. Easy to pounce from there.
So he's just committed everything. Vitinho, though, well, he has spotted where the push is finally going, but they've already got the kill. Has an idea that there could be someone at the back of his site. Goes the wrong way. Nice shot from Purpo. Going to equalize things for now. His position on the site has value, but everybody else is playing from heaven.
Davra, what is that timing? Catching Redgar. Redgar just turned back to look at the angle, and Kadavra still wins the duel. Bayaz is dropped, and Kadavra's there again. Was that 10-0? And he still won't die. 6-0 for Gentlemates.
TaCas taking the space, get some information. Hoodie left alone on the site and does some damage again. There's a lot of chip damage so far in this round. And Purpo does have the Blade Storm. 1 blade is all it takes. He's not going to expect the second player, though. Although saying that, the timing isn't really there for Bayaz, and actually
buys a bit of space, and Mates aren't giving it up. They're fighting. Blade Storm getting 1 onto TaCas, and sure, the showstopper doesn't land. Even doing damage with Vitinho on 40. We'll see if that comes into play. Kadavra yet to die, but this could be it. Finally, he's put to bed, and it looks like GIANTX might have a round on the board. There's a nade still for Natank. He's buying more time, running this clock lower. Vitinho down to a sliver of health. It's either one, the first bullet, and Natank's the one to find it. Disrupting the space take now. They fight for it on the back. It's beautiful from Gentlemates. Great protocols. And now the site is such a problem. All resources committed to it. No eyes looking back. Kadavra's flank, though, might not be needed. In fact, it doesn't look like it will. They're being picked apart and through the smoke. No, this is the point of recovery, surely. It has to be. Push up into Whalers. Oh, Whalers shuts them down. Vitinho and Hoodie.
Instead, they fake it out, rotate away. The tank perfectly positioned, but Cloud does win the battle. An opening, a chance, as the spike's going to get dropped. There's only 10 seconds. Aftershock will buy a second or 2, but it's just whether or not it's actually going to be put in the right place. I think he's just going to have it. No, it's not gone down. As if that's the first round that GX win of a little bit of Cloud magic.
Ready almost catches Hoodie. He's seen falling down below. The tank knows it's a free kill, and he almost gets the reset. He does! How? 14 HP before he's eventually dropped. But that keeps this doable for Gentlemates. The work has been done from Purpo. He's already rotating. They have no idea that Kadavra's thread the needle right up behind them. A beautiful lurk play from this man. Info on the next, and Redgar. 12 health, answers up, drops Kadavra, and again keeps it doable. I thought this would be the round locked in for Mates with a big clutch for Purpo. Instead, they have a chance at the retake.
Putting it down on the position you're coming from could be a problem there. Instead, just waiting, playing this high-low. And while Redgar needs to connect both shots in a second, it isn't going to be happening.
All the contacts about to be found by Purpo, and there's too many guns looking the other way. That space taken, A site secured.
Sheriff's in hand. The tank, though, he just looks to farm at this stage. 14 kills already with only 6 deaths alongside it. Wow. Redgar and Cloud, it basically just comes down to, can you get something on the exit? That's at least one. A weapon retrieval would be nice, but it's being watched. Always a second player, always a bigger fish.
Dimensional drift, lag spotted. There's one, there's two. Good information already for TACAS. Flash for Heaven, third player spotted. Not looking to the spawn, but the stun just came from there. In fact, there will be a shutdown. Cloud gets the kill as a result, but TACAS still good for one, and now look who's following up. The tank always going to be able to get those kills.
Plays between the team. I'm sure they had a new player to put into this, but it doesn't change the synergy of the likes of TACAS, Bayaz, and the tank especially. Those three are just so good.
It's going to be a long road back if GX are taking this map.
The sun has already set on this one, but I guess they still believe.
Martyrdom for the tank. There's really no need for them to move. B is going to be anchored down, and GX are walking straight into it still. They'll have the numbers advantage on the attack. The surprise element not working for Cadaver. Third death on the board. Bayaz down below, spotted. Should be dropped. There you go, from up top. Whalers as well, though, keeps it even. Oh, and even takes down Cloud. That right click was nasty. Another with TACAS to secure that spot in playoffs, and even then there could be problems. Paranoia for Whalers. Used up, didn't catch Redgar, but it doesn't matter. He's good for the kill anyways, down to a classic in main.
Enemy remaining.
That doesn't matter either. The tank coming ahead in every single fight. Our gentle mates, and 13-1, they'll lock it in.
I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. A little bit less aggressive you'd expect, and for Hoodie, maybe the opposite. He's already taken that opening pick. When a couple of players rotate over, it's still not going to be the easiest hold. The timing here is everything. Cadaver could have played this one to perfection. Every single player in front of him. It's not going to be easy with the classic, but he makes it look it. Already getting a couple. This man is doing fantastically well on his debut, but eventually will fall, even still.
Good thing no one on Gentlemates can rotate quickly. Oh wait, TACAS is able to get there lightning fast.
Agent definitely excites me a bit. We know that he's someone who can have those individual plays, and already we'll pick one off with the Sheriff. TACAS, if he catches this flank, oh, he's not even going to expect Redgar to be there. A little bit sneaky from the Omens, it seems, but nonetheless, well, Redgar is screwed. If he gets out of this with anything, I'll be gobsmacked, just surrounded by mates, and not the good kind.
TACAS recovered that rifle. Now they've lost one. Damage has been done to their economy, but how much more can they get? GX are left with pistols in nasty corners, hoping to bait players in. I like the idea there. Cloud tries to pull the crosshair towards him, but now he's been dropped. And now they'll presumably clear the corner, maybe not. Huge damage being done. Cadaver's last man standing has to actually make this a clutch. Already a successful round for GX, and although mates will find it.
Pre-retake, a rush back in. With no plant, this leaves problems for GX. Their post-plant positions are not really that valuable if that spike hasn't gone down. Cloud, though, the space taken is fantastic. Has the support from Vitinho as well. Having an operator in a retake and a Guardian, definitely not ideal.
Oh, but the first shot landed. Might make it somewhat doable. They'll stick around. They'll look for more over peaks, more mistakes to be made on the GX side. Now that hasn't come through, but when the smoke fades, it does. The swing is good from Cadaver, and now we're left to 147 HP as the ult is popped. TACAS in for the retake with 3 kills. Nations there for mates.
Okay, there we go. Timing perfect, but Cadaver's there. Every time these rounds seem like they're going in favor of one way, maybe a little bit over-aggressive on the repeak. It was waiting with Purple on the other side.
And that first contact could be dangerous. TACAS is clearing the correct corner. The stun actually pushed him back, but it doesn't matter. He's still good for one.
No problem.
Hoodie steps in. Finally, GX are on the board. Paranoia is good, but oh, they actually got the reveal already. Up close, yeah, the damage isn't gonna go through. Mates just don't have the weaponry to deal with a good shutdown by Redgar. And it looks like the round has fallen into their lap as a result. Fall back from GX, they're being pressured, but they're ready. It's not just the players that were up close in the choke point, the whole squad is here, and we've seen this in a number of rounds where they move towards A. The pack mentality already working out for the first kill. The return from Cadaver, though! It's unbelievable! 3 kills! He's shut down this push all by himself! Then the tank and Whalers, 2 versus 1, a good recovery by Hoodie. The spike in his hands, but a firing squad awaits him.
This battle's going to be absolutely everything, and Hoodie wins it. But does he expect the second player to be here? In fact, the team doesn't. Good work from Whalers. The trade there again, and Kata's still standing.
He's going in for more too. Purpo, he looked the wrong way! He's got a chance though! Up goes in the tank, close. And the challenge against Hoodie, he's been good so far and just about survived.
Ults this round don't seem like they're going to be too effective. Whoa.
Do some damage if needed. Flash is good, and the return is on point. GX with a big punish on mid, and Cadaver's position now very much known. He will be dealt with.
Shock dart from the tongue to try and slow them down. Takaz, he's dead. He is not getting out of there. Absolutely no hope in the spam from
the aggression. Purpo doesn't see them. Now that utility's gone, and the players are now making their way around the corner. Redgar, though, good to take two, and that should be enough. Whalers tries to pull it back, but hasn't got it in the tank, and Cadaver knows that weapon is more valuable carried through to the next.
Cadaver popping off Takas in that retake with an operator. Well, this was a risk. Jumping through the corner of the smoke. Well, this was the one man you didn't want to face off against.
No need to worry if they decide to group and execute a site. You've got the numbers to fight back. Nade's a little shallow, and there's a gap in the smoke. Exploited by Cadaver for the round win.
To top what happened yesterday.
Oh, nice flash countered in there.
Don't know that. It's something only like close friends of the mates would know. After my Cloud stint, we became very good friends. Nonetheless, still trying to turn things back. Bayaz will... Actually, there you go! Whalers popping off, that little bit of HP lost, and he's powered up. It puts it into a 2 versus 4. And while Hoodie's getting pinged by everything on the planet, it's left all onto Redgar. They now know exactly where he is. He's being flanked as well. He's going to try and make it into the smoke, but even that will be given away, and Whalers is going to be there for the triple.
Going to put the Dizzy through, but Cloud delays it a moment. Now it's on its way. That they know they're on the site. The stun is good. And GX take everything.
Does he know?
For sure, but I don't think it ended up on Takas. At least they didn't seem to be aware.
Spike down.
Nonetheless, though, those pistols not able to deal the killing blows. Redgar, but they are split. That first shot from Redgar. Bigger weapon to work with, 80 HP, and he'll stay that way.
A rifle now purchased additionally for Cloud. No players lost in the last round, and well, Purpo, he's going to get off with a bang, but immediately is traded out.
There's even a cam there too. They can just pop that to see how many players are around. They might not need it. There's only 2 left. Redgar and Hoodie trapped, destroyed behind. They now know where one is, and that man is the last one alive. All eyes on B main.
Yeah, well, look at where mates are. I think that's the more important thing. This is going to be a pacey attempt. And Takas,
what he's going to do, smoke for spawn, peek is in, kill is good. The pressure's being applied, and the spike's on its way. I thought this was a fake the whole time, and it would have worked as one. But instead, they're going to be going blow for blow with GX. Whalers coming around the corner. Cage blocks out the angle, isolates a duel, 12 seconds. That's the spike on Whalers with 10 HP, and they're winning their fights. Spike's made it to site just in time, and Purpo's down. Null command put through by Bayaz, and right in he goes. The flash not good enough though. Purpo still able to land. Trade is good, and Bayaz down in an unrecoverable position. Hunter's Fury doesn't land either. A lot of blind Hunter's Furies going through. Usually you see it off the ping of the drone. Looks like they've still recovered nicely. Remember, Bayaz is about to die. There you go. But the rest of the squad still standing, gives an advantage. The spike also on the site. The smoker still online with Cadaver blocking off spawn. And that Dizzy, can they follow up on it? No, not with Whalers safe in the corner. An ambitious play to try to pull it back, but they weren't ready for all 3 of Gentlemates to be looking at that choke point.
now for Cloud. Position revealed, and he's going to get absolutely nothing.
Question is, for which team? Purpo's position, unexpected. Showstopper off the back of it, and he gets it off just in time.
To the site, and in these post plants, that is where we've seen some of the best work from mates. That's not going to make it any easier, though. One player already caught, and they're going to go pushing forward. They need to try and catch him, and he doesn't actually have time. There's not enough time to even plant at this point. He's going to try and hold it until the end, but of course it doesn't have a timer. He's going to have to just get moving. He's trying to run through the utility. Balls to the wall. The Tonk there to follow it up, and well, he means the same thing. In fact, everybody does. Cloud is just taking over. Leaving just Whalers remaining, he'll ruin the party. But the rest of his teammates already in the clouds. He's got to try and turn this one back, bring this into a ridiculous clutch. And it's a bit more of an awkward spot for Kata, but he still manages to thrive in it. Looks to do even more from it. Another one coming up for Kata, but finally he'll be dealt with. Down to this, the low HP Whalers, and there you go.
And credits are starting to run dry on that defensive side. Not in this round, although for the next, there could be trouble. Purpo making sure that's not the case by dropping TACAS immediately.
Already the trade. Redguard's a wild spray. The first one, but he couldn't quite transfer.
Winnable. Favorable with the flank from the tank too. He takes down Cloud. Gecko Util gone. Vitinho the next to fall, and it's left to Hoodie. It looks like he'll meet a similar fate, walking straight into the trap too, and he still hasn't broken it.
Working out for them. It's the same fight. This time though, Purpo, he just does it himself. He says, you know what? But it's more for contact. Get that info, try and fall back. Then he has the showstopper from a teammate. The stun, the setup is gorgeous from GX. And they walked right into it. Redguard looking like he's trying to bait for the ace. He's trying to help his teammate out. Maybe goes a little bit further than he would have liked. But the flash is there. Cannon still doesn't go down. Just sat on the other side. Angle's being pre-fired, but he'll take that first and the second as well.
Spike down, B.
Oh, that should be it. With Bayaz down, the tank and Cadaver, big clutch needed. Rolling Thunder even committed. Vitinho took the orb at the start of the round, and now the reward should be there, but the tank steps up. He gets one. A clutch needed, though. Hunter's Fury online, reveal thrown through. Nice shot to start this off. Still doesn't want to use the Hunter's Fury. They can push him down the second he does. He's just biding his time. His teammate's on the way, and TACA's already securing Tube on the side itself.
Yeah, they do have to be careful because there is a Giga Lurk coming in from Redguard a little bit later on. And with Purple already managing to find one, he's looking to get further aggressive. Crossfire being held, it leaves the tank incredibly low, and that flank is coming back through the tube. This is all the way around. It's going to take a long time, and the plant is not necessarily in the best of positions. Hoodie, he needs to stay alive. He decides to get aggressive. And now Redguard, he has to wrap back around. He's been seen, he's been spotted, and it's just too little too late. I'm hoping we can see some sort of old school Fiddy back on that duelist. Not a bad start either for Purpo. They're going for this sort of risky, no offense, Rego, you're not the player I choose to have either of them.
For the drone is there. It won't have a chance to be used though, because he's pushed on immediately, and all of the kills go their way. But the other two players, well, now just one, we're keen to make all that noise. And Bayaz, okay, I actually thought he had the short end of the stick with that fight, but he's come out of it unscathed.
He's going to use his drone. It looks
Still
like
going.
he still wants to fight this. Again, it's incredibly risky stuff. That might have been the greatest shock dart distraction I've ever seen in my life.
But only with a Bulldog, but he's got support. Flash is good. The tank needs to wait a while before getting involved, and when he eventually does, it's with great success. Purpo down, Redguard alone. And a 1 versus 3, no information on the other two players. Now just seeing where Viper is with the snake bite, but they haven't yet located Bayaz, and now.
But still, in this 4-5v5 afterbomb, finally Wailers is going to be there for the first kill. Trade immediate. Shot from the operator, catches another, and they start to pick them all apart. Bayaz, though, still standing, looking for a little bit more. Turns it back into a winnable position, but they need to get on that spike. They need to pull players away, and now Redguard's gone back. That little bit later, but he doesn't manage to land the shots.
Hello, it's being spotted, it's being seen. 4 players here. Hunter's Fury activated. Redguard's already down. Hunter's Fury, it's not going to land too much, and TACAS might want to back off.
Let's use the flashes. They're doing this against a low buy as well, which, again, they're going to have the information as well. Still further aggression, further pushes. Again, he's going to have to go back through all the utility. Luckily, again, we've seen aggression elsewhere from TACAS. They are.
What was a poor start, but Purpo's used the right click to no success. Bayaz, his flank caught the spike, and the last man standing barely even has a weapon. Ball in play to obscure him slightly. There goes the decoy, and they don't take the bait. TACAS spotted, though, has to gate crash out. And he lost the tank as well. His help on site now out of the game. GX free to plant.
Spike planted.
Oh, the luck this time from Redguard. A different position. He's going to win the second fight as well. Big round from him.
Doesn't want them to save these weapons.
Enemy remaining.
Able to take down TACAS. It's already so costly. Now the dimensional drift is going to hunt it down. Hunter's Fury activated. Redguard's down by the spam, but Purpo manages the trade, and the tank down as well. He's recoverable, but only if they take down the players on the site.
Oops.
In the end, the tank goes down.
Not worth the risk. Instead, it's going to be the peek out, and, well, both kills coming up for Vitinho. Getting into the back of their minds. Cloud is dead, maybe to the plant, but no, they're watching in that direction. And Purpo. This was never on the cards. It is not something I expected, even for 1 second. And that might tell you why.
Not exactly a successful investment, let's say. Probably, yeah.
These are my credits, mates.
Mates, exactly.
Last player standing.
Well, it's going as expected once that op is dropped.
Definitely not comfortable. Nice work from the tank, though. Vitinho's been doing that quite a bit, so denying the space that he's been taking. Definitely helped them out. Low HP for Purpo. Getting everything will be tough. I'm on now, Redgar Hoodie with 20 seconds to try and get a plant. I don't know if anything's going to be possible. In fact, they're both holding snipers. And this is not the weaponry you want when you need to encroach onto the site with just seconds left. This round already looks over. It would have to be a mistake. And while one kill goes their way, but Hoodie is so desperately low and doesn't know the Whalers is still there.
Revealing itself to him. The shots aren't landing. Eventually they will, but the punish, just enough time for Cadaver to react. And he corrects on the Cloud while the rest of the squad comes through for every other kill. It's Hoodie. Viper's Pit there to work with, but he can't even activate it. Oh.
Toxin screen down.
As this now becomes a full retake. Cadaver those caught, well, pretty much every single player. Of course, not knowing that many of them will be there. And Whalers, his flank, needs to get a move on a bit. The rest of the team about to come under some serious pressure. He's reliant on this being slowed down. Takas does a decent job of it. 2 kills, those Sheriffs working out, and it's now left onto Cloud. An incredibly quiet game for him so far. He almost steps up when needed.
Maybe there was an extra set of feet alongside Purpo, but that'll be the most information to work with. Luckily, Whalers only has a pistol, so even as he goes down, it's not the end of the world. Nothing given over to his opponents. And the B site under threat yet again. With Redgar forced back by utility. He has an angle to do some damage, but just not the weaponry for it.
Yeah, and the rest of the team. Cadaver is going to try and catch a timing. Maybe earn an orb or 2 in one way or another. Probably not the way that he wanted. As Hoodie will drop one more. He only had a pistol. Now any more weaponry dropped is much more damning. This would be something that has to be rebought, and well, it doesn't look like there's going to be anything. It's left all onto Hoodie. Steps will be heard. And the shot will be connected. That's going to be the sniper dropped. The remaining 2 players, not really that much of a benefit of hunting this one down, but I guess the extra orb is wanted by an tank. He's had a fantastic game. 15 and 7 on the KO is something that you kind of think. Sorry, 16 and 7 on the KO. He's had 1 kill in the first half, 2 in this second, and that's not going to be changing just yet. A very quiet performance for someone so individually talented. He's definitely being missed at the moment, but it's an even trade for now. Hoodie under pressure, and he'll fall. Vitinho, he made that rotation in the end. This one's for free. Nobody guarding the drone. He won't get an easier kill than that, but he needs some support now.
Well, late rotation more so, catching the flank of Whalers. Big kill and scalp to take as they look towards the site. Cadaver's 46 HP, and now the last man standing. Stuck inside of main. 3 players on their way. Plenty of time still to defuse that if they could just deal with him. And the wallbang is enough on low HP. A 6th round found for GX. Sure, the cam is destroyed, but there doesn't seem to be a clear way in just yet.
And now has that info, but they got 15 seconds to try and get onto this site, get the plant. That's a nice shot from Beaz, but they still haven't managed to isolate the player at the back of the site, and a rotating Vitinho just isn't missing a shot. 6 seconds to try and do anything for Cadaver. It is not going to be the case.
Waiting for a mistake to be made, and last stage maybe it would be. That was a mistake off rip.
That was the counter. We even saw GX do exactly the same thing. He's going to get caught in a drone again, Beaz! Oh, he's going to be so upset. Oh, that nice assist. Brilliant assist from Hoodie there, putting a snake bite onto a guy already at a drone. How close they actually are. So much information being had by the utility, but he needs to get something, not expecting anybody that close, and the tank will go down. Putting this into an advantage, and he's surviving. No one countering him out just yet, and they're going to go peeking. He's expecting the angle, even hits the headshot as well.
And the fact that the rest of GX is rotated in to cover him, it's just a turret. Only one direction he has to worry about. Takas up close, and he'll be caught, as will the rest of Gentlemates.
And now we're back to the Marshals again.
Don't mess with gun here.
They've been a little bit cursed so far, especially when coming up against Vitinho, because my man is not missing.
We didn't get that value out of him. Big battle coming up. Purpo's the one to win it. And with that, shuts down any idea for mates to go pushing up on mid.
But that's the thing. I think this dynamic as a setup is really nice for them. You have the absurd aggressiveness of Vitinho, and then the passive operator play from Purpo. Because Purpo's not been missing these easy sitters, but put him up close, maybe it goes a little bit wrong. Vitinho, though, put him up close, and he'll pop your face. He's been doing it all game. Millimeters apart without even realizing. And actually, Kata's going to be the one to get his kill. It means that this position still hasn't been revealed. The push-up from the tank is going to go even further. They're trying to find Rega. They're trying to find the man on the back of the site.
Oh, that's a good connection. Oh, the second burst didn't hit, and the push through from the tank. Ooh. He will get a second chance at Cloud thanks to the Hunter's Fury. Still active. Vitinho! Oh, what is that double? They were ready for him, waiting, but now there's a chance still for GX. Purpo, operator in hand, with a Blade Storm to use. It could help to get through that pit, and the Blade Storm is the first to find a kill, and the tank down. Both players left in the pit. Whalers on 5 HP, and the walkout from Cadaver's punished. 5 health, all that's left for mates in this round, or GX will hit 11. Whalers catches the first, but needs to stop the defuse, and Vitinho's off it. 4 kills, he's on fire. Be hard to match this going forward. Oh, the flash causes a bit of a problem. Purpo, Hoodie, Vitinho all on the floor. Gentlemates, with a flurry of frags, have taken the A site and left Cloud and Redgar all alone. Cadaver's seen him. The latest lurk of all time for this attacking side. Cloud should not have gotten away with that, but it's okay. A few shaky shots from the tank. Cadaver will close Redgar, leaving just the one man.
In towards this B site, on to pressure Redgar. They know exactly where he is. Hunter's Fury to try and eliminate him. Purpo already there in support, but it's only going to be the one. Make that a second.
Nice stuff. He's still going too. Dash still online. Looking for another victim. Flash used on backside. Problem here. No dimensional drift, and Spike's down in the open. They've got to fight for it, and GX are winning the duels. Vitinho on the tank. Down goes Whalers with Bayas as the last man standing. Here comes Vitinho looking for him.
The time wasted, and that's all that was really the goal.
Out of charges.
Bayaz, to walk into this crossfire, the contact is the deepest player in, and well, Purpo's not missing a beat. 9-5 up. But everything's slipping away. Cadaver, though, big play from him to get an opener, but they've still got to deal with Redgar again. He's just irritating to play, and he's done well. Finds a second kill in a spot where it looked like he should have got nothing. Kata is back-to-back.
His opponents all series long, and this could be hit. Vitinho down, and he retreats, buying that little bit more time, holding on to dear life in this series, and they will buy themselves at least one more round.
Again, just trying to sell these fakes, but just look at the position of Purpo. He's waiting for them to come back. And that's Takas gone. He has to watch from the sidelines.
They know that he's here. It's also the position that he has played from so many times. Flank is caught on Whalers. Redgar still up close, now being pushed on, and good for the first. The tank down, info in their hands, and look at GX. The whole squad is here to play and to save the day. Oh no, Kata and Bayas, 2 quick kills. Kata on another. All of a sudden it's looking doable, but just like that,